See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full effect.
And that's thanks to your efforts, Wendy.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the midnight, don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a break.
Wenshu.
Why not? Go. Enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still.
Rover, it's good to see you.
Oh, I guess nice to meet you. I'm the director of the... I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send out those invitations.
It's not worth mentioning, Wenshu. This is the first Riverside Games in many years. And you must have been busy with various matters. Rover, it's a slow day.
That's right. Go participate in the... Of course. The Jinzhou Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover. Only a few events specifically require...
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. During the preparation, I came across some pictures from past games. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Many of them are open now. If you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings. But have a great time, Rover.
Oh well, I didn't invite him over for that. On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control without you. Sorry, I'm getting off track. The gulp, especially those still warming up in the backup lane. Rover, are you coming with me?
All those hours of...
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Lingyan, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi!
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates accidentally injured themselves during warm-up. Luckily, we've asked the organizing committee.
But the relay is starting soon. First our captain had to... Are we supposed to just wait for the next Riverside?
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a resonator. She's fully qualified for the Gulpuff relay. Still, it depends on whether she'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gulpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins. Even if we don't rank, we'll treat you to a big feast in Jinzhou to thank...
That's right. We'll buy you the best barbecue...
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh! Why didn't I think...
Are you serious? The general doesn't look like he'd be interested in events.
Well, there's more to your general than you know.
What do you mean?
Instead of asking questions here, why don't you just go and invite him?
I don't have the guts.
Go invite him now, and you may still...
We're counting on you, Rover!
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in? Trouble? If you're comfortable sharing, tell me about it. So, you want me to join the relay as your temp? No. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed according to the Midnight Rangers units they belong to. I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That candidate doesn't have to be me. Joining you, I see. Might be fun. Given we never trained together before, it may prove challenging to win. A temporary team. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. It's been indeed. No need to worry about the end result before the competition begins. Yes, I'll join you. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
You managed to rope the general in?
Greetings, General Jiyan, Rover.
Rover has told me what happened.
Hooray! Now we can join the race. With General Jiyan and Rover on our side, maybe we can even aim for a new record.
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably won't.
Unless what?
Sorry. Forget about it. 10 years ago, a team set the record in the Gulp. Since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy. But the video of that...
They set the record. They must have... Well, we're a temporary team.
Would keep your chin up. Your hard work will pay off. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team, too.
Wow. So even General...
Yes. That was a good race.
Well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much...
The relay order. It used to be then... General?
As you have trained together extensively, I trust you can...
All right. In that case, I think...
Me?
You've always been the first runner during our training.
The first runner doesn't need to coordinate with the two of us. He only needs to...
General, can you be the connecting third runner? Since...
A reasonable strap.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Linyan, then General Jiyan, and Rover last.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax. I'm glad to hear that. Any other questions?
Yes! Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let her decide the name. Considering your character, I was expecting something. Nevertheless, it is a good name. The name is settled then. Everyone, we can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
We're entering the final stage of the competition. General Jiyan and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Be careful of the drift. Be careful of the driftwood. Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Despite it being Rover's debut race, she's demonstrating impressive skill.
Good. Come on! Come on!
Oh no! That team ran into the driftwood.
We're in the lead now.
What a pity.
Don't worry, keep going.
Rover's taking a commanding
Wait,
lead.
the goalposts don't seem
I
right.
think this year's
Watch out.
championship is a foregone conclusion.
frigid depths.
Rover, are you alright?
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice. Wenchu, let's evacuate the
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. Ending it early may spoil the voice you mentioned. Could it be a...
When Rover asked me to team up with her, I have requested the monitoring data records of all...
I see.
There might be an underlying records will take some more time to
I trust your decision, but a man somehow ended up riding a gull puff when it all happened. And he seemed to really enjoy it. They all seemed super excited.
Get that person to leave first. Wenchu, I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make things easy.
Thank you.
Sir, please calm down and stop.
But that was really fun!
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just need to As I expected.
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel it at all.
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your... However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaken. Fortunately, it's not caused by the gull puffs.
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to...
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. Animals are often the first to tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. They're very... I suppose that's why you asked me to check the monitoring...
Yes. The timing of this change is concerning. Why did it happen precisely
Perhaps the Riverside Games frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes. Let's go.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks.
Come near me.
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroag rain. We need to hurry up.
One with the sound. Commence healing. Stay behind me.
Let's participate. Together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow.
You should relax. We can. Tacit discords. They won't. No. I'm gonna.
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Anyway, we have to figure it out. Yes and no. Technically, simply put, it's an illusion. The environment here is ever-changing.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with them. It's almost as if they are
Merely soulless shells. Let's keep moving.
Oh, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some. According to Mortefy's speculation, this sonar sphere was resonating with the Riverside.
Hey, look! Isn't that the temper? Really? That kid! I remember, he's a new recruit! Impressive!
It's the Tacit Discords. Watch out. Tell truth from the sun.
Cycle of corrupt. A change of perception. One with the sound. The show begins.
They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem. All of this, I have a feeling it. I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was. It's the Nell Squares bell. Don't worry, I'm here with you. We'll go see for ourselves. Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down. So is everything in this place like this? Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the Tacit Discords imitations?
They're Tacit Discords. Stay close to me.
Those monsters! Will they ever stop?
Stay focused.
The fog is thickening. Be careful of the Tacit Discords, Rover. Break! Tell truth with the sun.
A change of perception. Ha! Like frigid death. One with the sound.
A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only ones who lost their... This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverberation. As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. Now, but it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting. Yes, the tacit discords emerging together. This will endanger more civilian lives if we allow it to... It would seem it's the bell. They must be showing the way for us. Extra supplies. The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight. The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurings first. You're wide open. Fear no more.
One with the sound.
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join your temporary team, so Ganchuan and Ling Yan can still participate in the race. We initially fell behind, but later reclaimed the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers. They must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the tacit discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a TD outbreak.
During that past battle in Desert Island, the Jiyan.
Yes. We fought together.
Seems like we didn't want it to happen again. All those deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on, Rover.
No hesitation. One with the sound. Immense healing. Stay behind me. A change of perception. You stay back.
Tell truth from the side. Set. Wind Rider. Time to fight back.
Engrave. A change of perception. One with the sound. The show begins. The show begins. Shadow, follow!
bell is right ahead.
Is it Nell Square ahead?
Let's go. Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included. Until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is the place where our career as these monsters will never fathom the weight.
Please, can't let this one pass. Let's go together.
So treating of the sun.
Notice pervade! A change of perception.
We trust you. Don't worry. We see you.
Transmitting frequency. Wonderful sound.
The command. Go. There's no time.
You're wide open. Break! Tell truth from the sun. Wind Rider.
Stay behind me. A change of perception. Like frigid death. One with the sound.
Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should deliver the sample to the...
Remnants of the past.
We're no longer seeing any unusual... Good job. You should have success as you requested. I compared the...
Thank you.
I'm not done yet. Thank me later if you must. Though there are some similarities, they aren't identical.
This is the frequency sample.
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know. Baija. She specializes in...
Yes.
What now?
I trust you as always, Mortifi.
Rest assured. You should know how...
This should be our wake-up call. The wave...
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all the... By the way, the Riverside Games people were looking...
Sure.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square. There is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would want to see this flower. We named it the Immortia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes. I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, we need something like this to hold on to. Thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. Now they know this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. Thank you for your concern. Every Midnight Ranger is prepared to die on the back, helping the souls of our fallen ones return to their homeland. This is one of the few ways I can honor their sacrifices. Rover, if one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me? Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jiyan. What a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time. Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happiness and safety often, and if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. Years. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now, it was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled but then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert go-puff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited, just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot. I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jiyan about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.